I get the feeling that it's attached probably somewhere right above or right to the right of where that shrimp is.
All right, video. I gotta go, so we gotta. It's time for us to move on. Watch it.
Attachment right here, kind of growing like that. I think we would need to double up on boxes if we wanted to do just sponge sampling here.
Yeah, there's such a high diversity of sponges here.
Copy.
For everyone on shoreside, we're about, well, let's see where we are on our track.
Nav copies, last one complete.
We're heading towards the west.
Yep, west and north along the top of this crest. We have about 45 minutes left on bottom as it stands right now.
I think there's a fish right to the 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Good eye.
For scientists on the shore and in the chat room, on the conference line, we are pretty shallow today.
Come in partial.
So we would most likely want to do our post-dive conference call and planning for tomorrow as soon as the dive is over today, within a couple minutes. Just to give you a heads up. So that will likely happen somewhere around the top of this current hour. So that would be 4 o'clock or so. Local Atlantic Standard Time.
Copy. Zoom out a little bit. Next video.
You know, look under that ledge from this distance.
Yeah, if you'd like to. Snap it.
Sponges,
You could see all those like little shrimp.
Oh, hold on. Can we go back to the left? Sorry. That looked like that stocked sponge we were looking at earlier. I know it's very small, but
I'm not
we
sure.
haven't seen any observations of it since. Not stocked sponge, it's more of a cone-shaped sponge.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It
All
had
right.
more like a...
Come out video, partial.
Never mind on that, pilot.
Copy. We'll keep moving down the line.
Some larger structures on that
Oh, there's the
block
fan.
up
Yeah.
ahead.
Seems like we
Could
lost
we
track
snap
of our
zoom at,
fish.
it's like at 11 o'clock. It's a branching structure right on the
Yeah, up here.
outcrop.
On this rock up here.
Ah, it looks like black coral. I thought it was like one of those branching.
You can snap it if you want.
I think it's going to be similar to the chrysopathes we were seeing earlier. Yeah. Our current guess is chrysopathes for these. They look oddly similar to the
Next video.
what we have been calling either parentopathes or stylopathes until now, but it's tough to tell sometimes whether colonies are in the process of branching or have not branched or will branch
Lost track of our
sometime in the
fish.
future.
Oh, a big fish. I think right in the middle of the screen.
Come in. Oh, there it is. Got it.
another one.
Another roughy.
Another sprinting urchin too on the left-hand
Yeah.
side.
So my tally, this is the most abundant fish so far in this dive. We've seen more of these than any other fish so far.
Yeah, I would say so.
Probably turn the lasers off.
This might be one of the bigger ones. It's at least probably a good 30 centimeters.
Not very active fish.
Every time I look at these fish, I get the feeling I'm being followed.
All right, pilot's clear. We'll keep moving down this ridge.
So tomorrow we'll be heading to the south of Desoteo Island, which is northeast of this site, and diving on this ridge kind of like structure, an area known to be popular for these deep water commercially important fish species like the queen snappers. So I'm guessing it's gonna look somewhat similar to the biological diversity as seen at this site.
I was going to follow this one.
Might be a little bit different because usually in that area the currents are really strong.
I can see what's off to starboard, see if there's another one. This is you jump to. There's a small. Correct. Yeah, I agree. I think I'll just keep following this one.
It's a brittle star on the tip of that coral, the spiral coral, right of lasers.
Right now?
We're gonna.
Is that a really big in the distance? Well,
I think a Sidera,
a really big one, huh?
but I think it's there's a sponge behind it that is making it look a little bit bigger than it should be. That's my guess.
We've been more or less at a depth through the entire afternoon today, or at around 410 meters. Between 420 and 410 meters. Kind of trying to track this outcrop ridgy feature to the northwest, north of the island of Mona.
Anything of interest? Video or watch leads?
Don't see anything.
Alright, we'll move along then.
You know, the strange thing is we usually see lots of anemones, and I've only seen a couple of, probably 2 or 3 species of anemones all day today. Can we snap zoom on the spiny urchin?
Sure.
With lasers.
I don't see where they are, buddy. Do you want me to come in closer video, or do you want to snap from here?
Do either one.
Okay. There they are. Hold right there. They have more zoom. Oh, I'm drifting back.
Yeah, that's all right. I was just trying to see if it was feeding on that sponge, but it doesn't seem to be totally propped up on it.
Okay. You can come out video.
There's a dirty sponge right there
Um,
to the right of that black coral. It's a ball right under the lasers.
oh. Okay.
Science, have you guys seen this round sponge? Lasers are on.
Oh, this is, yeah. It looks like, can we do a snap zoom right up to the right of the lasers?
Sure.
Looks kind of spongy, but it's covered in.
Yeah, I wonder if it's one of those geodia-like sponges, or if
Come in video. Hold right there.
and the texture certainly looks like that on the bottom. Usually the tops are cleaner than
Yeah.
this, but
All right, go in.
Copy that. 30 meters to
say it's probably more dead than alive at this moment.
290 good. 280.
We were hearing from our shoreside scientists that earlier on in the expedition that these sponges are typically able
Bridges is
to
ROV
keep
nav.
clear a lot of
Yeah, they can
sediment.
move range.
And usually when they're
30
not able to
meters,
keep clear
bearing
sediment
280 degrees, speed decimal 2.
from their bodies, the sponge is effectively smothered
It's clear.
Okay, let's come out.
and is not able to pump or filter water as efficiently.
Copy all. Thank you, Bridge.
Video, do you want to take a closer look at the urchin?
No, we're good.
Okay.
If you see one that's leaning up against the coral, they have interest in seeing if it's feeding.
Okay.
Looks a little bit more barren here. We're still seeing some sponges, but a lot of things are encrusting. There's occasionally some of these chrysogorgiid octocorals, like the one to the left of the lasers we've been seeing, as well as these black coral sticks that have been pretty much exclusively attached to hard substrate on these outcrops. Fishes, we've seen 3 or 4 different species of fish specifically on this part
Put
of
your camera
the
up a little higher. I can
rocky
show this
substrate.
whole background. Looks like a
Most
large
abundant are
coral up
likely
ahead.
the roughies, followed by these small
See that above the lasers?
wrasse-like fishes.
Yep.
And we've also seen a few queen snappers as well as.
Are you interested in this coral? What sleeve do you want me to get closer?
Yeah, I think it's just a bigger individual of the ones we've been seeing, these black corals.
Okay.
So I think we can pass on that. Oh, there's a green eye on the bottom of the screen.
Do you want a closer look on that?
We can pass on that as well. We've gotten probably a good half dozen solid zooms on that fish since the beginning of the dive.
Okay, sounds good.
We've even identified it to the species level at least.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Pilot, actually I do see something.
Go ahead.
Lower left corner, there is a stalk, white stalk that has a yellow, bright yellow base.
Okay.
Yeah. Now just past center screen. Yep. Got it.
All right. Let me center
Looks
up
a little weird.
video.
Yeah.
Or it could actually be something, two things. Maybe a coral and an encrusting sponge.
Maybe one of those stylasters.
Looks a little
in
bit
video.
taller than.
Hold right there.
Or a
Coming.
sponge?
Looks a little bit taller than a stylaster.
Hold right there.
Oh, it looks like a sponge on the base.
Very yellow sponge, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to get a better look at it.
Probably want to get close-ups of both the sponge and the coral here.
Okay. All right.
Looks like that move is.
Can you
Quite
take
a-
my rotator, Copilot? Okay, I think. There you go. So just rotate down and then video can come in. Let's zoom right here first, and then video let us know when we can rotate up.
Copy that, Maxim.
This is likely an encrusting sponge,
Yeah.
Go ahead and tilt up. Rock right.
possibly a demo sponge.
Oh, come on.
Hold the tilt.
Oh, there's like a small little
Go ahead, Bridge.
mollusk.
Snail.
Yeah, snail. Could we snap zoom? Or are we doing the corals? Are we still?
We can do it on the way
Copy
out.
all.
Okay.
Northeast bailout. Move complete. Thanks, Bridge.
Tilt down.
If we saw something like this at the beginning of the dive, but we haven't seen it for a while, I just wanted to see if it was the same thing. It's got that same brittle star on it.
It's got an enemy on the back. We haven't seen one for a while.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. It's kind of a large lump right in the center, just above the central disc of the ophiuroid.
Can we try the extra
Now this
light,
colony
see if
looks a
it'll
little
light
bit
the underside.
restricted in its growth. It kind of looks like it's all growing over towards the right-hand side. Very thin tissue.
Going full screen.
I think tough to say, but you know, it's something like this we were calling Nacella a while ago in the genus Nacella. Most certainly an ellicillid. I don't think it's a plexaurid, but good to get some images of that. Thank you.
Video's clear.
All right.
And
we
then
can come out whenever you are.
to the upper left, do you still want to zoom on
Yeah,
the
let's
snail?
zoom on a snail.
Okay, upper
Ship
left.
is done moving, by the way.
Keep it on.
It's right below the. Oh,
Laser.
oh, there's a snapper, queen snapper.
Is that the deep water long-tail red snap?
Looks like it was eating something.
Okay, you can zoom in, Roland.
Could we maybe put the lasers? Just get an idea.
They
yeah,
are. I saw
they
them.
are on, but
They flashed across the fish for a frame.
Yeah, hopefully that was
But
enough to get the
relative
size.
to the fish, I'm not sure the angle.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, let's come back.
Video swapping out.
Copy.
I think the fog lights cause a little bit of to light up the turbidity a little bit in front of you.
Yep.
But they do light up the. Oh, because it changes the iris so much. Yeah, you're right.
And then watch lead. We were talking about a snail somewhere around here. Do you still see it?
I think
never
it's.
saw it at the beginning.
I think it's
Should be
to the
done.
right,
It's done.
right
It's
to
been
the
done
right
for like
of. It's right
2
above the
minutes.
lasers.
Okay.
There are
so-
these right above where we were focusing on with the yellow sponge. There are
Okay.
like these two small things. Yeah, it's
Short guy.
right to the right of the lasers.
Okay.
It should be in that area, I believe.
Okay, so let's come in partially video when you're ready. Is it this? These two? No, that's not it, right? No.
No,
Let's come
I
out
think
video.
it's a little bit.
Hold right there.
Uh,
Do you see it anywhere?
no, I don't. That's okay. Thank you, though.
All right. Let's come out video. Okay, pushing to the east. Okay, I'm gonna tilt up video. You can show them all the way up there. I think there's another urchin. Can you zoom in video?
Yep. Here's another one of those urchins.
I don't
Possibly heading towards that black coral.
think, okay, I don't think
Watch
it's
out.
feeding
for
on
your
anything.
lives.
We can come out video.
Sounds good. But yeah. A little more to starboard for you. So that way you can go into a little deeper water. Copy.
Okay, I'm tilting down video.
So what's different about these euplectilids, these glass sponges, is before we were seeing them,
Probably
they were
wait- I'll probably
solitary,
wait to
and,
go on that
and
move.
today they seem to be in bunches.
Yeah, yeah. I guess deeper species versus shallower
Yeah.
species is my guess. Oh, fishing line. Running across the bottom, I can see the shadow.
Okay, let me get up over it.
So that's 3 fishing lines today,
Yeah,
by my count.
and 3 queen snappers. This is the most queen snappers we've seen
Okay.
so far. I think on a dive. Not too sure about Caja de Muertos because we think we saw 3, but we don't know if the last one was the same one.
Okay, so just go over it a little bit high. Copy.
We've kind of lost a lot of this
Okay, pretty sure the
higher
vehicle
grade
is
relief here. It's
past it.
dissolved and eroded
Copy.
carbonates at this point, or sediment.
Copy.
But we lost the ledges. I wonder if it's just maybe the ledges are moving shallower.
Any interested on any interest
No,
on
30
this?
meters.
Watch
Okay.
lead.
Copy.
I think we've seen a lot
We've
of
seen
those.
a lot of these urchins.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bridge, this is ROV nav.
What about this one right here? Can you come in partially video?
Yeah, these are one of those crinoids.
All right. Let's come out with you.
Bridge, this is ROV nav. Yeah, I'd like a move. Range 30 meters, bearing 330 degrees, speed decimal 2. It's a good copy, Bridge. So we got 25 minutes.
It's mostly sponges now.
Yeah. And your unknown octocoral.
Yeah, I think that was a crinoid.
Oh, that's a crinoid? That's
Yeah,
not
it
one.
looked like a cone shape. Gave the appearance of being planar, but I think it was three-dimensional. Oh, well, what the heck? Let's take a peek at this in this hole here.
Okay. Hold on 1 second, video. Let me position the ROV a little bit better. Okay. Let's come in right here on the left first, video.
So we've been
Ship is
seeing a lot
underway.
of
Go back.
shrimps in these little crevices, but
Okay,
I
come
don't
in.
see any shrimp in this one.
Come in, video. Okay, trying to rotate.
It's like mostly sponges and crinoids.
Yeah. I would expect to see, well, maybe there are.
All right, let me know when you're good.
There's
video.
small brachiopods as well inside here.
Oh,
Here
that
and here.
right there.
I would expect to see brachiopods at this depth. We've seen them a little bit deeper even.
No,
Okay,
we
let's
haven't
come
seen those branching bryozoans.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
haven't seen much bryozoans.
pretty absent here.
All right. Let's come in again.
Looks like ship's about halfway through the move.
Copy.
15 meters left. We're putting Sirius a little deeper, Fernando.
All right.
Ah, there's a
Tilting up.
shrimp. Ah,
There's the
that
octocoral.
octocoral.
That's either a very young or a very tortured growth of that fan we were sampling earlier. There's a lot of these small stella. Hey, sorry, pilot. I see something interesting. Behind the sponge, there's a white, jagged, zigzag-shaped stony structure.
All right.
Do you think we can saddle around there and get a better look at that?
Sure. Whenever you're good, video.
It could be a stylastrid, or it could be something else. And we haven't seen any other stony corals on this dive. other than the one, and then a couple of cup corals. But looks just enough like it could be to be a possible to warrant a
This
second
tiny
look.
little one, right?
Yeah,
Okay, let's come in video.
very tiny.
Hold right there. Tilting
Yeah,
down.
that's the one.
Trying to keep it in view. Tilting down. Okay. Come in a little bit more. Just hold right there. Let's touch.
And it was similar. We saw a brittle star attached to that one also.
Yeah. The other one was definitely crypthelia. I just wanted to see if we can get a little bit more zoom and we can tell
Okay, let's
if
try
this
to
is
come
a
in.
stylastrid or not.
Hold right there. Copy.
Huh. It looks like it has,
It looks like it has that lip over the.
can't get a good,
That's max zoom. Watch lead.
yeah. Yeah, we're really on the wrong side of it, but that's fine. I don't think it's a scleractinian. I think it's actually a stylastrid, but given that we've seen stylastrids that look identical to this from the other side, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt to say stylastrid rather than scleractinian, but it shares some zigzag
Partial
characteristics
bird's
with
complete
madrepora or other stony corals.
Okay. Let's come up.
The only colonial scleractinian coral we've seen today has really been Solanismelia. And we saw that just after we touched down on bottom in a very large cluster, probably 20-30 centimeters. One of the more substantial clusters of Solanismelia we've seen on this expedition. There we go. There's the unknown. It's definitely more sparse here, but I'm glad we got the sample when we did. It was worthwhile.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Oh, there's that sponge. Yeah. Can we, on the like 10 o'clock position,
Okay.
there's a sponge waving around in the water
This one.
All right.
that we thought was really odd about just when we got to the crest of this ridge here. It was a very interesting sponge at the
Okay,
time.
come
This
in
one's a
video.
little bit smaller. It almost looks like it could be stalked. The other one didn't look like it was stalked. It looked like the cone extended all the way down to the bottom, but this one looks like it has a small stem. This was thrown around as a possible candidate for collection, but we do have some limitations
Sorry, video.
in our bio boxes in that we have a crab in the starboard compartment of the forward left
Can you get my rotator?
bio box. But anyone on shore feel strongly about this?
So there you go. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
coniasterid.
tiny.
Thank you.
Could easily mistake that for some small
Stylaster.
stylasterid or something.
Okay, you can come in, video.
Can we look at the top of the cone to see if it has some, it's waving around quite a bit.
Can we move you a little closer, Jeff? To where he's at or not?
Okay, tilt a little bit up.
Copy.
Okay, come in, video. Hold right there. Yep, right there, that's good.
Yeah, it looks
So-
like there's a plate, yeah.
Yeah, I think that confirms the sieve plate.
Okay, whenever you're good, video. Okay.
So, pilots, do you feel, so I know we have the crab in the port bio box. Do you feel like this would be an easy collection if we did it in the open bio box?
Yeah, port outer remains right now. Port inner has a crab.
Okay, let's come out, video.
Yeah, we got 14 minutes left.
Okay.
So we-
Do you want to push my joy lock? Joy lock, maybe. Yeah.
It's pretty far away from you right now, isn't it? Okay.
So, I don't know how easy it's gonna be to open the box and not have the crab come out. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's difficult to get the jaws close to the ground.
So watch lead. If we do this collection, would you wanna get the whole specimen? Do you just want the tip? If we try to get the whole specimen, that'd be a little bit harder, because we gotta get the jaws down to the ground. Maybe if we get half of the way up there, that'd be easier.
Yeah, pilot, I would suggest to get as much as you possibly can. I mean, it's very small, so I leave it up to you to see how much you can get.
We can try it. Okay. Yeah, and just to let you know, watch lead. So when we open the box, we might lose the crab. We don't know the state it's in. If it's okay, then we'll go
Okay.
ahead with this collection.
I have to get closer for not to.
Okay. Okay, so picking up.
Yeah, perfect.
Do you think that's good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think I'm positioned better right there. Copy. Okay, so J-lock. Alright.
Maybe like two, actually one. That's yeah, 200.
Okay, so my plan is just to bring the arm probably like this and just snap it.
Bridge is RV nav. Like a short move, 10 meters, bearing 200, speed decimal 2.
Yep.
That's correct.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Got 11 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So like this. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Maybe right there, so I can see the arm. Okay. I'm gonna enable the arm. Bring up hydraulics. Okay.
Get 10 minutes.
Copy. Yep. Like this, right? Okay. Forward, left. What do you mean? Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
wrist left.
Oops. All right. Okay. Copy. Yep. All right. All right. Can we come in with main Zeus video? Okay, hold right there, please. All right. Okay. Can we come in on main Zeus as well? Yep. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So.
Looks good to me.
Okay. gonna close it. Okay. Oh,
I'd go for the next section, probably.
so, yeah. Did I get some of it?
I think you were just above it.
Still too high. Oh my goodness.
Pilot, would it be easier to grab the piece that fell off?
What do you think, Jeff? That would be easier? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. 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 Up. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I barely got a little bit of it. I don't know if I get anything. I don't know if I got anything really. I don't know if I got anything. Um, should I try it once more? Okay.
Pilot, I think we're just going to skip on this collection.
Got 3 minutes left on bottom pilots.
All right, watch lead. Sorry for that.
That's okay. Thank you.
Appreciate you trying. We always try and pick the small stuff, not on purpose, but
All right. Let's come up video.
2 minutes left, but
Okay.
so it's time to.
So
I'll let the watch leads know.
indexing out.
Watch lead. This is your navigator. We were just out of time of the dive, so we're going to start setting up for our ascent.
Excellent. Thank you, everyone, front row.
Thank you.
It's been a great dive.
Do you want to sit here for?
All right, for
Get rid of-
everyone on the shore, thanks for joining us today.
Do you wanna get
We're
the-
about to head off bottom, but we've had a pretty awesome dive.
Do you want to get into token pig and then I'll
Much shallower
take over,
than
or
we've
you
been
want
in
me to get
recent
into token
days.
pig?
If
We've
you
made 3 collections, 2 corals and a sponge that were representative or rare fauna for this area. And we've managed to cover at least 500 meters of ground, probably longer than our initially planned track,
I think you just got to turn.
across the top of this escarpment off Mona Island. We saw a bunch of queen snappers and other commercially fished species, so that was good. We accomplished our
Right.
goals and checked our boxes. For everyone on the science party, we will take
That looks
about
fine, maybe you
a couple
can-
minutes just to shuffle things around here, and we'll be back for the wrap-up call and dive planning for tomorrow and the next day. So thanks everyone for joining, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Sí.
It's like
Gracias. Buenas
getting the lights
tardes.
stowed already. I'm lining up. Okay. Yeah. Great. Copy that. Working my Z buttons. Yeah. Copy that. No rocks today. So now I was talking with Dive Super. Once we lose altitude locks, we'll just go ahead and get right into half knot through the water.
Copy.
And then we will leave sway engaged, so
Copy.
pretty standard. AFCON will take that out as they have been doing.
Bridge this nav.
Understood. Got a sunset situation.
We just got off bottom. Let's hold position. Let's not do anything yet until we're probably about 60 meters off bottom. I'll call back and let you know what to do. Copy. Thank you.
Lasers off. Fernando, we should put 2 little dots right here. when the lasers around, or like by the front of the vehicle or something. I don't know. And we should do the high beams. Oh, Fernando, can we do that? Or get like automotive switches, 4-wheel drive, so, you know. Delta 15 increasing.
So you're 100 meters off bottom. Is it a good time to punch it in 0.5 over water?
I think so. Through the water.
Yep. Okay. Calling it up. Bridge, this is enough. Okay, we are about 100 meters off bottom. I think we're safe right now. I'm gonna ask you to please get the ship moving ahead at 0.5 knots over water. And then you can change the center of rotation to midship and disable auto surge. Please keep auto sway engaged and disable port prop on rudder. Copy that, bridge. Thank you.
That was a tricky one. Yeah, I had to put my elbow right here. Copy.